After pulling out of his fight with Javier Fortuna several weeks back to focus on his mental health, Ryan Garcia has made a couple appearances on social media as of late, leading to this post on Instagram over the weekend.
I'm coming back, guys. Ready to destroy anxiety, try to kill me. That. I'm coming back, and I'm going to be coming with a vengeance, entertaining the fans, the people. And, I've been out for a little bit, and the people that stuck with me and, that stay supporting, I love y'all. And whoever left, well, stay left.
Barack, Ryan Garcia was scheduled for a big fight against Javier Fortuna, who was a guy that, some would say he's avoided. So it was a big test for him after the Campbell run. I don't think Ryan can go back and fight just anybody. It has to be somebody that we know, right? For him to make a statement. Who should he be fighting?
He fought in January. So, and this problem with mental health, the time that he took off that derailed him was very short, if you ask me. And if he says he's coming back, he'll be coming back this year. So I figure he can fight one of the top guys. It depends on who wins these next fight. If Javier gets past Diaz, then maybe he could fight the winner of that. Who knows? Diaz might get lucky and win. Who knows? And he could fight the winner of that, or maybe he could jump right into a fight with Devin Haney.
I mean that's what I was thinking. If Devin Haney doesn't get the fight with Teofimo Lopez, if Teofimo Lopez gets past Kambosos, because that's a real fight. We all know that's a fight Devin wants. Once we heard Teofimo say he wants Devin, so that fight is likely to happen if Bob Arum and Top Rank, follow through on their new deal, their amended deal with Teofimo Lopez. But there are other names at lightweight. There's another guy that's going to be fighting really soon, who lost to Teofimo Lopez. That's Lomachenko, right? Yeah. If Lomachenko gets past Nakatani, why can't Ryan get into a fight with Lomachenko? If Tank Davis, who's a guy that he's been wanting to fight for a very long time, gets past Barrios and is willing to come back down to 135 to fight Ryan, that's a big fight. There are fights out there, Barack, that can actually happen, big fights out there. Hopefully they actually happen, or promoters are willing to sit down and actually write contracts and put contracts together for these fights to happen. Ryan has called out all the big names, so I don't see why not.
And you also got Richard Comey or Robert Easter Jr. There's guys who are, both of them were both champs, so there's guys that's right there in that mix, or he can wait for the winners of all of these guys who are fighting. Not only did they reveal the cards for Fight Camp 2 on Monday, but Eddie Hearn and Matchroom also announced that Conor Benn has inked a 5-year extension, beginning with this fight against Adrian Granados on July 31st. Now, this guy came out of nowhere. He's making a lot of noise inside the ring and outside the ring, calling out every fighter, Sean Porter, all of these guys. Is he the next big thing coming out of England?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the reason being is that he's vocal, right? And we all know how boxing is, Barack. Think about the guys that have skill, but also have that component, how big they became, like Adrian Broner, guys like that. I think Conor is smart. And listen, it's genuine. He's a good guy. We spent some time with him in Vegas. He performed well against Samuel Vargas. Nobody has been able to do that against Samuel Vargas. And it's his time. It's his time, and right now he wants to let the world know he's ready for those big fights. I can't wait to see what he does against a guy like Granados, who's battle-tested, has been in there with big names, has had some time off. Maybe he's reinvented himself, and maybe we're going to get a great version of Granados. And if Conor can destroy Granados, maybe even before, sooner than Danny Garcia was able to do, we have a star, not only in the making, he will be a star in the UK. He's becoming that already.
And he also has a common opponent, and that's Sean Porter. I think that when you talk about a recipe for a superstar in boxing, you got a few boxes to check. And so far, he's checking all of them. He just has to continue as he goes up in competition.
Not to mention, he has a little icing on his cake. He has that name, the Benn name. So he is part of royalty, so to speak. So yes, it's to one degree, it's hard to uphold that, But having that helps is what helped Chavez Jr. for so many years and help a lot of other fighters, Camacho Jr., but they just couldn't take it to that next level when they had those big opportunities.
But maybe it's not so hard for him as it is for Chavez Jr. because that name Ben is big to hardcore boxing fans in America,
Right.
big over there in the UK, but not really big to casual fans here, so he really doesn't have anything to live up to here to casual fans.